my first meal of the day. It's 9:45 a.m. and I'm having lettuce, cabbage, and mackerel fillets in spicy tomato sauce. You know, these days you only see mukbangs of people eating very unhealthy food. So today I'm gonna eat healthy food while I'm live. It's yum. And once I'm done, once I'm gonna have an order to work on, hold on. Once I'm gonna have an order to work on, this is lettuce and cabbage and with mackerel fillets. It's yummy and healthy. Yesterday was quite sunny, and now it is cold and wet and miserable. Can your breakfast ever? I was supposed to be doing a challenge this month. My goal was to lose a few kgs, maybe 6 kgs. But for the first few days, I was doing okay. And then the second week, I fell off the wagon. So I was doing my skipping. Yeah, I was doing 200 skips every day, but I wasn't eating right. So my challenge wasn't going properly, wasn't going well. So I'm trying to get back to eating healthy. That is why I'm eating this. Hopefully, the thing about eating healthy is that you start in the morning and you're doing fine, and then towards the evening, oh my goodness, it now becomes so hungry, you start eating junk. So I'm trying to, hi, I'm so pretty, you like, hi. I'm trying to go back to eating healthy food. I like the cabbage, but I don't like the lettuce. And also, I like the mackerel. This is the health. Once you hit for 35 and above, you need to watch what you're eating. You can't just wake up and start eating things like cornflakes or anything that is processed. And you can't eat anything that is sugary first thing in the morning, like after you've not eaten for a long time. Once you're 35 and above, just stop. But if you have no other option, try and drink some vinegar water. I have some here. Like, I go to the shop and then I buy like maybe a sugary snack and I come back home and I want to eat that snack immediately. What I do is that I get the vinegar water, just a cupful like this, inside a glass of water, and drink it. So that prepares your tummy for the sugar that's going to go into your tummy. So that helps to prevent a spike in your blood sugar. Yeah, not everyone might be doing this. Not everyone might be able to do this because you have to ask your doctor if it's okay for you. But most people should be able to do this. So once I'm done with this, maybe a few minutes later, I can have anything I want. Because this doesn't spike my blood sugar. This is not a sugary food. This is just basically vegetables. Very healthy. And fish. You know, as Africans, where I grew up, we were taught that we should eat our meat last after eating our food. That's a no-no. Especially if your food is high in carbs. Like if you're eating rice, even beans, actually. I'm not sure about beans, but if you're eating something like rice or anything high in carbs, eat your meat first. Because anything that is high in carbs will spike your blood sugar. So it's best to prepare your tummy for whatever is going inside your tummy. And it's best to start it as a child. Yes, as a kid, you can get away with anything because, you're still a kid, your system still works properly, your metabolism is still okay. But still, it's always good to start a healthy, lifestyle as a kid. Because if you start being unhealthy as a child, it tends to go with you for the rest of your life. Have you guys noticed that? No offense. But have you noticed that people that are big tend to have big kids? Because, I mean, if I am big and I eat unhealthy food, I'm going to feed my kids unhealthy food too. So they have no other option but to eat whatever I'm eating. So people call it big bones. It's not, there's something like big bones. Maybe few instances, but if you see a kid that is on the big side, probably one of the parents is also on the big side. It is very rare for you to see a child that's on the big side and then the parent is, except the parent has now made, an effort at their older age to now start eating healthy. But like I said, it's always best to start eating healthy as a child, as a kid. So if you want to be an example to your kids, start eating healthy and also start feeding them healthy. Yeah. All those breakfast cereals we give our kids, I know that sometimes it's like a quick option, the best option. I give my kids breakfast cereals, but I try to make sure that they consume a lot of healthy fruits, vegetables. I try my best. It's not easy, but I thank God that my parents, when I grew up or where I grew up back in Nigeria, oh my goodness, nothing like junk food, nothing. Lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, and my dad made sure we always had meat. One of our neighbors used to rear pigs. They had what do they call pig? What do they call people that rear pigs? What's it called again? Whatever. Our neighbors used to rear pigs. So every other month, my dad would buy one pig, one or two, depending on the size of the pig. We slaughter it, cut it into bits, and put it in the freezer. So every meal, even if you're making beans pottage, you're making whatever you're making, there's always meat, always meat. And then my dad also had goats, we had chicken, my dad is an animal scientist, so we always had meat in the house. We also had fruits, vegetables. My dad was a lecturer, so he would travel to wherever he's lecturing, and then on his way back, to stop by the market, any market, and buy a basket of, if it's mangoes that is in season, he'll buy a full basket of mangoes. If it's okay, not it was usually mangoes that he usually bought. Mangoes, what else did he used to buy? Because he loved mangoes as well. And we had mango trees in the house. So he used to buy a different species of mangoes, what we didn't have in the house. What we'll do then is that we'll use our fruit blender, blend the mangoes, put them in bottles and put them in the fridge. Oh my goodness. Those were the days. Even till now, I love mangoes. But the thing is that mangoes here are so expensive. Very expensive. When I'm buying mangoes here, I'm thinking of my house back in Nigeria. We had mango trees everywhere. I'm like, if I was in Nigeria, I'd just be eating this mango free of charge. But yeah. Like I was saying, I thank God for my parents because they hadn't set this pace for me, eating healthy. And then I'm someone that likes to exercise. This is something that's always been with me since I was a kid. Even when I was this skinny, I loved exercising. Then we used to live in the staff quarters. My parents used to live in that staff quarters, and the staff quarters was like, it's like it's like how do I even, it's like a circular place. Like there's a road that the road I don't know, English is failing me now, but you can go round the estate. You know, it's like a circular. You know what I'm trying to say. So I wake up in the morning, or if it's during school term, when I'm back from school, I go around the estate like twice. I run, and then of course we used to walk to school. So people will see me and be like, "Why are you running? You're so skinny. What are you trying to do?" And then I didn't understand what I was doing, to be honest, because I was like, I didn't know why I was doing it. I just loved running. I loved exercising. I loved being fit. And thankfully, this has gone with me, continued with me even up till now. If I stay like a few weeks and I don't exercise, I'll be feeling as if something is wrong with me. And then after having my last pregnancy, because it was a twin pregnancy, my back has never been the same. So anytime I'm putting on weight, I know, because my back starts to ache really bad. I don't know if it's because of the weight, because my twins weighed, one was 3.1 kg, the other was 3 kg at the dot. So that's 6 point something kg. And then the placenta, the fluids, my tummy was huge. My back was God. After that pregnancy, I never remained the same up till now. But when I lose weight, if I lose weight, the back pain tends to, it's negligible. I don't really feel it. But once I start putting on weight, my back starts to tell me, because I have abdominal separation. So the weight on my tummy, because the first place I put on weight is the middle of my tummy, is my tummy. So once the weight starts coming back, my tummy tells me and my back tells me. So I try to step back. So that is why this fit lifestyle, I cannot, I can't even stop it. I can't, because I won't be able to walk. The kind of back pain I have is very chronic. It's not that if I stand up for a few minutes, I have to sit down. It's horrible. So I have no option but to be fit. I don't have any option. The other option is to have surgery. Yes, that's the other option. But right now I cannot afford it. That should be like, you should not less than 6,000 pounds to have abdominoplasty. That's the one where you take out the fat. You don't necessarily have to take out the fat. It's not. I don't think there is fat that I have. I have some fat, but I need to sew my abdomen back together. Yeah, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna take out the fat as well, because that's where most of my fat is. This is yummy. And in case you don't know, guys, today is day 25. I'm doing a skipping challenge on my Facebook, and I have a few more days to go to complete my skipping challenge. So the challenge is that every day I must do at least 200 skips. So I started on the 1st of August. Today is the 26th of August. So I have how many more days to go? Roughly 5 days, I think. Yeah, to finish my challenge. So it's on Facebook. My Facebook page is, let me see. So if you want to join this challenge, even though it's a few more days left, you can still join the challenge. Maybe after this challenge, we can do another challenge. And the goal is to motivate you to be fit. Am I the only one that when I see people working out online, I'm like, man, I need to actually work out. Like I get motivated. So I feel as if I'm doing it also, I'm also motivating other people. This is my Facebook page. Okay, not page. This is my Facebook profile. So I'm doing a challenge there. You can still join us or join me, depending. So the goal is to do at least 200 skips every day. Please pace yourself, yeah? Because when you start skipping, if you haven't, if you've never skipped, or if you've never skipped before, it might be hard to do like 50 at a go. But once you start doing it continuously, you won't even know when, you'll be so good at it. Because when I started skipping at first, I couldn't do more than 100 skips a day. But right now, even though my goal is at least 200 skips, I can do 1,000 skips a day. Like not at the spot, like 200 skips 5 times. Like 200 skips non-stop 5 times, and then I'm done. 1,000 skips. And it doesn't, I don't even feel as if I've done anything. And that is what fitness does to you. I'm almost done. Have you ever enjoyed cabbage like this? Unbelievable. I finished it. Cabbage, lettuce, and mackerel. This should not stain me a bit. I don't want to start smelling fishy. I want to smell fishy. Once I'm done, it's time to work on my customer's order. I have 2 items to make. I don't know if I should go live when I'm making it. I have a head wrap to make. Let me show you the head wrap I'm going to make. I have a head wrap and the headband here. Let me show you what the head wrap looks like. My customers love this head wrap. So I'm going to show you what the head wrap looks like. Hold on, let me go to my shop. So I'm going to make one. Okay, let me show you the short version of this head wrap. Come on. This is a short version of this head wrap I'm going to make. By the way, this is a bestseller. My customers love this head wrap. I have it in different prints. So once you place the order, I make it for you. And then the one that the customer bought today is the long version. Let me show you the long version. Head wrap with ties. Yeah, let me show you the long version. This is the longer version. See how long the ties are. Extra long, and they are satin lined, See that? Different colors. I think it's playing back again. Yeah, so I have that to make, and I also have a headband to make. Let me show you the headband I'm going to make as well. So the customer ordered 2 items. The headband. What is the headband? Yeah. Let me show you the headband I'm going to make. Look at that. By the way, that's my hair. That's my hair. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. So the customer ordered the camel type, so I'm going to make the camel, and they are satin lined. This video was done a long time ago. I did this type of hairstyle as well. But this was twist. This one is loose. This one is a loose braided type of thing. So it's meant to look like, it's not locked. So it's a very loose, look at, I don't know, yeah, look at the sunlight, very loose braids. Yeah, no extensions, it's just my hair. I think I posted a video. Did I? Yes. Where I was doing this hair. Yeah, I love this kind of hairstyle. For the past, last week I added extension into my hair, but it's been a long time since I added extension to my hair. Because I don't know if you guys know. Yes, extensions might look good. They might last longer, but the more extensions you use on your hair, ladies, I'm talking to you, especially, I know men do extensions as well. The more extensions you add to your hair, like if you're the person that, if you're the kind of person that wears extension regularly, you're gonna start losing your edges. You're gonna start losing your edges all the way around. Wigs, I don't know so much about wigs because the last time I wore a wig, the last time I wore a wig was in 2011 or something. I don't know about the wigs they make now. Then when I used to wear wigs, it was the one that you just put on your head, you know. There was nothing like glue, all those things. We didn't have anything like that, or did we? And we also had the ones you sew in. But these days, the one they have, you have to glue this, glue that, unglue. Your edges. Your edges. And one thing that I don't really, I know I can't tell people how to parent their kids. I don't like it. I dislike it when I see kids wearing extensions. They're not my kids. But the thing about extensions on kids' hairs is that, first of all, extensions pull out your hair. Doesn't matter how, the weight of the extension will pull on your hair. Yes, especially if you're doing it all the time. Yes, you can do extensions once in a while, take it out, let your hair breathe for at least 1 month, then put the next extension in. But the way kids wear extensions these days, they will put an extension and they will wear it for months, take it out, the next one, take it out. And these days you see young kids. Okay, before I get to that point, number one, the reason why I don't like extensions is that, I said number one is that they pull out your hair on kids. Number two, when you start putting extensions on your kids' hair, they prefer it. They don't want to see their hair anymore. As in, they want to wear those extensions and make their hair look longer or prettier. You know, they never want to wear just their hair. And that is how we get to this stage where you never want to wear just your hair. That's number two. Is there number three? I think that sums it up mostly. And then now you see young kids, very young kids, already balding, already losing their hair. And the thing about this hair loss, yes, it might grow back, and then you damage it again, it grows back. But it gets to a point where doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you do. That hair is not, if you want to use all the magic oils, the magic whatever, the only thing you can do is a hair transplant. So I always urge people that I know, please allow your kids to wear just their hair. Teach them to love their hair. Yeah, it took me a while to love my hair. Even now, I'm still struggling. I still struggle sometimes, but it took me a while to love my hair. And my daughter now, I think she's beginning to love her hair, because the only time I put extensions in her was when she was in nursery. Yes, I think 2 or 3 times. And she has very tender scalp. So whenever I put extensions in her hair, you will see bumps on her hair. You know, all those tiny white balls. Then I stopped. And then for some time, she was like, Mom, can I put extensions today? I'm like, no, you have to learn to love your hair first. When you learn to love your hair, yes, you can do extensions. And then all of a sudden, she's 12 now. She doesn't want extensions. She doesn't. She does one particular hairstyle every single time. I think that hairstyle, she got it from me, because it used to be a time I'll just do my hair and then bring out like I call it tentacles. I bring out like 2 hairs in front, like this, like so. Yeah. And then pack the other ones up. Just pack it up in a bun. So she saw it and she liked it. So ever since, what she asked for is just 2 hairs in front and then her hair braided all the way back. That's all she wears all the time. Even though I don't like it, I want her to wear different hairstyles, but this is what she likes now. Yeah, but I'm glad. I'm so happy that I stuck to, you know, what I wanted her to do. I stuck to, you know, teaching her to love her hair. And now she loves her hair. You know, it is your hair. It is what you're born with. Yeah. I have nothing against people that wear wigs and weaves, but the thing is that when the waves and wigs become the staple, you never want to wear your hair. Your hair becomes, there was a time I was watching I saw one thing on social media. Someone was saying that if you're going for a vacation and you don't wear your hair, you have to, like, your hair looks tacky. This, as in, they were saying some derogatory things about your own, the hair that goes from your scalp, your own hair that God blessed you with. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? Like, you will never catch me wearing a wig. Never. Extensions once in a while. Never, ever. For the past 12 years, I haven't done it. I'm never going to do it again. By the way, I came here to teach you guys, to show you guys how to eat healthy. I just finished a plate of cabbage and and what was that? Cabbage, lettuce, and my mackerel. So now it's time to go work on my customer's order. What does that want to say again? By the way, those of you from London, I don't know if anyone is from London here watching me. Did you guys enjoy the Notting Hill Carnival? I wish you had something like that here. I live in Scotland, by the way. I wish you had something like that here. I would have loved to go and show them my big tummy. I would have loved to wear one of those costumes and let my tummy show. I'm juggling my tummy for everybody to see. My tummy has so many scars. I have stretch marks. I have scars from I did hernia surgery, so I have some scars. I have like 2 umbilical buttons, so to speak, because I have a scar up here from fixing the hernia. I think they stapled my tummy or something like that. So if I lift my tummy, you see I have 2 belly buttons basically. The one on top looks like a belly button, but it's not. It's like where they stapled my tummy or stapled the hernia, and then the other one is my real belly button. So I have 2 scars. I have scars from my. I have a scarf from my. Even though that one doesn't show, I have a scarf from my. What's that one? When I did my appendectomy. Then I have stretch marks. Then I have a scarf from cesarean section. My tummy is just something else. So if I have the money, I'm gonna cut this thing off and make it look, prim and proper. It's funny when you look back at when you were growing up. When I was growing up, I used to think I had a big tummy. My tummy was this, that. When I look back now, then I used to hide my tummy. When I look back now, I'm like, why was I hiding my tummy? Imagine, I was hiding my tummy when it was looking actually good. Now it now looks, I don't like the way it looks, even though it's not that bad, to be honest, but I could do better. And it's not about, it doesn't matter how much weight I lose, because I have abdominal separation. It doesn't matter how much weight I lose. And also I have some fats there. The tummy will still be my biggest problem. And I like crop tops. Sometimes I actually wear crop tops and I'm like, to hell with you, I'm gonna wear whatever I want to wear. I'm a mommy. I mean, it's not my fault that my tummy is like that. It's not as if it's because I was eating rubbish. It's because I had babies. I have 4 kids. I have 2 and then twins, 3 pregnancies, 4 babies. And you know how a twin pregnancy does, stretches your body. It disfigures your body. So I feel as if I'm actually okay for someone that had a twin pregnancy and carried over 6 kg at some point. You know what 6 kg is? Let me just call it 7 to 8 kg roughly. To be carrying 8 kg around and walking like a dog, like a penguin, your body's gonna stretch. It's gonna stretch. So my tummy is stretched. And now, to bring it back to what it was before, I need surgery. And I'm gonna save up for that. If I don't have if I don't get a miracle by the time I'm 45, 46, I'm gonna get that surgery and be snatched. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I'm done talking. Let me go and walk, please. I need to work to earn money. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. By the way, please follow me on Facebook. I showed you guys my Facebook page, Instagram, and all the rest. Bye.